How you doing all day? This is Carl. I was playing my old bass fiddle that I love so much. It's a good bass. See, this plays so nicely. It does what it should do. It's playing what's right. Now today we're going to talk about the scheme of things. Now, in the scheme of things, there's some very important things. In fact, that's an understatement. But what it is, the first thing we're going to talk about in the scheme of things, we're going to talk about truth. Truth, very powerful. Now, truth is everything that's right. There's nothing wrong with truth. It is right. It will lead you to happiness. It will lead you to trust. And yet trust is so important these days because our world's so complicated and we know so little and there's so much to know, and we need trust so that we can have security. Now, truth is in everything that's right. Well, it's the right way to live. It's the right way to die. It's the right way to talk about aliens. It's the right way to have religions, philosophies, sciences, justice, governments, newspapers, everything. Trust can only be built by truth because truth is always right. Matter of fact, it's so daggone good, it'll even show you where you're wrong, when you're wrong, and try to lead you to what's right. It's a good thing. And it ends up that we're all happy and we have a good life no matter who we are. Now, that's the first thing in the scheme of life. Let me play you a little bit here. Now, do I get this down? Okay, now, the second thing we're going to talk about is reality's book of rules and consequences. In other words, all the rules that tell you to do the right things, all the ones that do the wrong things, it covers everything there is. And everything the rule covers every little bit of it. And there's consequences for following them rules, good and bad. And matter of fact, there's some that's horrible. It's not easy. You know what I mean? It's like when you get governments, and like we was talking about, and governments and news media and all these different type of people is, if you don't have truth, you don't have trust, and you end up with tragedy, catastrophe, and finally annihilation. So that book of rules and regulations that reality cherishes is very important. Now, the third thing we're going to talk about is Mammy Nature. Now, she mothers nobody. Her breastfeeds nothing. Womb produces nothing. She's not heartless because she don't even have a heart. She's cold. She's ruthless. She's not calculating. She don't hate. She don't lie. She just daggone says those rules will be followed, and that's her job to do it. And she does a damn good job at it. But I tell you what, she seems like a bitch. I mean, you could take 100 best writers ever lived and another 100 that will live and give them 2,000 years, and they still couldn't describe what a bitch she is, because all she's concerned about are those rules. And those rules are trust. Truth. It's the right thing to do. When you go wrong, you end up in such horrible things, and it never ends up right. A lot of people suffer. A lot of innocent people suffer. So it's not a good thing. Now, even though Mammy Nature is the mother that nobody, she's the mammy nature to every single thing. She knows everything. I remember one time looking down at some pouch she had, and I saw these huge things just flying around. I thought these galaxies and stuff like this, and you know what they were? They gone just atoms and molecules. But you know what? She knew every daggone part of them, and every single solitary one of them did exactly what they was told. Because here again, trust is important. You can't have infinitely large if it doesn't trust the infinitely small. Everything must work together in a proper way. And that's what's important. Now, Mammy Nature's awesome. I mean, she got a hell of a job. Maybe that's why she is the bitch. I mean, we go out there and look at outer space and see all them things out there that are hanging out there, the sun, the moon, planets, the cosmos, whatever, infinities, dimensions, whatever, everything in that daggone out is out there. You and me, everything. But you know what? I saw another pouch she had, and she had bundles and bundles and bundles of outer spaces. Some of them huge, some of them so small you couldn't see. Could you imagine what happens there? What kind of actualities could come from these people, from these places? It's just amazing. It confuses me sometimes, honey. Excuse me, I can't say my teeth are slipping because I only got my teeth one tooth on. I'm not in incognito now. I'm playing my little bass belly. Says hi to y'all. Okay. Now, we continue on here. Now, so what we got, the woman's got a lot of responsibility. I looked in another pouch and I saw futures. And I saw presents and past of all various nuances and weird things. I never seen anything like it. It was just scary what she had. So much more complicated than we'll ever maybe understand till someday we do. Beat up on the unknown and known everything. But till that point in time, that's why we need Mother Nature to make sure everything works right. Because if everything don't work right, your body ain't going to work right. Your brain's not going to work right. Well, then all them black holes are going to come down and kick your ass. Now, you know that's what's going to happen to you. Mammy Nature ain't doing her job. So she does an all right job. She's trying. Now, I tell you what, I saw a lot of futures and presents past, but I never saw one bit of a time. Time didn't even exist. That only means one or two things. It's so damn important she don't even deal with it, which I doubt, or it's just not that important. But the point of it is, the woman is awesome. She's not going to put up with no bullshit. Now, you can go out down here in our little world and lie a little bit and gain a little power and do a lot of rotten things, and all these powerful people are going to do it. But they're going to pay for it. You take these little aliens. Now, they're a hell of a lot damn smarter than us, but that don't mean they're smart enough to do things right, too. You must strive always to find the truth, do what's right, and trust that truth to do things. Because there's millions and millions and millions of aliens of all kinds, if you want to call them. Some smarter, some better, some good, some whatever. I think what'd be fascinating be I'd like to meet the dumbest UFOs. It's probably 1,000 times smarter than Einstein. And then I'd like to get the smartest one and see what they think and how they act and how they behave. But I'm going to tell you something now. Don't fuck with Mother Nature. I'm going to tell you now, I couldn't even do this. Couldn't do it. If Mother Nature wasn't doing her job, because she controls every little thing and makes it all done. She's a tough woman, but I'll tell you one thing she does do. She gives you truth. And truth, if you listen to that and listen to it, find it, look for it, she'll give you shelter and we'll make it along our way until someday we know it all and we know that truth is the most important thing and wrong is just going to get us nowhere. I thank you for your time. And what I say, here goes Billy. Go say goodbye. Thank you.